how music affects people both emotionally and physically. And I'm going to start by playing two different pieces of music, and I just want you to pay attention of how it makes you feel, whether it be like happy, sad, excited, or calming. I just want you to like make a mental note of how it makes you feel. After listening to those, you probably notice that the first one is more sad and maybe calming, depending on how you feel. But the first one's more sad, and the second one's more exciting, more happy or mood lifting. And so I'm going to talk about how and why that type of music makes you feel the way that it does. Because we all listen to music on a day-to-day basis. There's probably not a day that goes by that we don't listen to music. But we don't really stop to think about how and why it makes us feel the way that it does. So first of all, emotionally, music can affect you a lot. There are these tones that are called binaural beats, and whenever they're played and whenever you hear them, your brain automatically begins to follow them and kind of like syncs up with your heart rate and stuff. So with rhythms in songs, faster rhythm is more mood lifting and it can make you happy. And with a slow rhythm, it's more saddening, it could be calming, or it could be relaxing, depending on what situation you play it in and what song you're playing. It just depends on just how it makes you feel personally. Then with tones, in songs there are major keys, and those are also like mood lifting. They are very cheerful sounding, and they're good to play in like sad moments or something, whenever you really want to like, lift your mood up a bit. Minor keys produce the opposite effect. They are also saddening in some instances, or calming, or relaxing, and just kind of make you feel down in some ways. Part of understanding why music makes you feel the way that it does is understanding what actually goes on in your brain whenever you hear it. Music can increase chemicals in your brain, one of which being dopamine, and this is referred to as the motivation molecule. It can be performance enhancing. It's helpful to like increase this chemical maybe before an athletic event, maybe like probably wake you up in the morning, or if you're feeling tired, it can just kind of boost your like excitement levels and help you be more productive. And deficiency in this chemical could possibly lead to some serious diseases, and it might make you a little bit more susceptible to addictions and stuff like that. Music can also stimulate the part of your brain that governs long-term memory. And so whenever you hear a certain song, it might bring back some memories that you might have forgotten, and it can connect the music that you're listening to with a memory from before that you may not even remember that you knew. So it can help your memory in some ways. Music can also be used to repair some brain damage, and one that it is used for a lot is the inability to speak, because your brain can connect the vocalizations of music with your own and help you bring back the memories and how to vocalize words yourself. Music has also been used as a therapy to reduce seizures in a lot of people, and it's proven to be very helpful in that area. But with all the good stuff that music can bring, it's also can be a distraction in some ways, like at loud volumes, and some lyrics and songs can be very distracting to people. Along with all those changes, there's also physical changes and effects that music can have on you, one of which, or a few of which being, it can increase or lower your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your respiration, depending on the frequency, the tempo, and the volume that you play the music at. And hospitals even use music at some points to reduce a patient's need for their medication. So I guess in some ways music can be healing to people. So I've talked about how music can affect you in the mental or the emotional aspect as well as the physical, and how it can be helpful in some ways, but also it can be hurtful. But whatever way that you choose to listen to music, it's helpful to know how it can affect you. That way you can choose the music that you listen to in order to benefit you in your life, and to know like when music is appropriate and how it can help